Hey everybody, Alex Machakas here, coming to you guys live from the lovely Mystic Ground Studios here in Dallas, Texas. And it's the holiday season again, so I wanted to give you Machakas Music's first ever holiday gift guide. This is the 2019 gift guide for Machakas Music, where I give some things I think all guitarists need if you're shopping for the guitarist in your family or someone that you know. This is a list of things that can really help them out with sounding great and will help their overall guitar tone and make great gift ideas with stocking stuffers. So I've broken down a great list of cool stuff for your guitar playing family member, friend, or significant other that they'll actually use and more importantly help them sound better while playing guitar. The best part is the majority of these gifts aren't expensive and will do wonders for your loved one's guitar tone. Get the guitarist you know a gift they will actually use. So the number one thing guitar players need when it comes to shopping for the holiday season: strings. This is maybe the most single important thing on this list. Every guitar player needs strings. It's what we play on to where we can even produce a sound on our electric guitar. And traditionally, it's what we spend the most money on. Buy your loved one a case or two of guitar strings so they can last for the full year. And I promise you'll have a happy guitarist on Christmas Day. All of us have suffered in the past with a particularly bad set of old guitar strings just because we didn't want to go to the store to get fresh strings. Strings can age and dull for a variety of reasons, and most of the time it's sweat or natural oils and gunk from your hands from just playing for hours and hours that will wear and corrode the strings out. Corroded strings and worn out strings can actually damage your guitar and damage your frets over time. So having a really fresh set whenever you want is a great luxury to have. Not only is it a great luxury to have, having fresh strings on will make your guitar not sound lifeless or dead, and that's a really good thing. As for brand, maybe find out what your loved one, what their favorite brand is that they like playing, and ask the question of what gauge do they like, what brand do they like, and what material is the string made out of. These will all give different tonal options, and like most stuff, most guitarists have preferences. As for my favorite thing for strings, what do I prefer using? I'm a big fan of DR strings. My favorite set is a pack of DR Blues. They are a pure nickel string, and lately I've been playing on 10 gauge strings. I used to go as high up as 13s, and I used to have Tony at DR hand make sets for me, so that way I could have sets of 13s to put on my Stratocasters. I've gone down to 10s for my hand. I have a hand injury, and that's about as thick as I can go now without my hand hurting. The DR strings, in my opinion, sound the best. They're made the old school way with pure nickel. They have a vintage tone. I feel like the string life lasts a lot longer than other brands. And I feel like you get more sustained, better low end, better high end, easier to bend, much more comfortable tension feel on your guitar. So that's why I use them. And they seem to be able to handle the largest variety of styles of music. Tony Iommi from Black Sabbath uses DR strings, as does Melissa Etheridge, Victor Wooten. So that's a pretty wide range of style. So DR, if you want to know my favorite pick, but hey, ask your loved one. Maybe they don't like DR, maybe they like something else. Get them what they like, and I guarantee they'll love a case of strings. So holiday gift guide item number 2. The String Stretcha. The String Stretcha is arguably the most ingenious use of plastic since takeout sporks, man. The String Stretcher solves a very common problem that guitarists have, that it allows you to, when you put on a fresh string, normally the problem we hate is it might take a day or two for your guitar to settle into the new strings. This is because the tension, when you've tied the string on, it takes a while for them to stretch out and get used to the tension of the tuning you're in. Well, this little stretcher, for about $15, you get this little stretcher and you can stretch the string manually by hand, retune it, and then the string locks perfectly into tuning. This is the best $15 I have ever spent on anything guitar related in my entire life. I use one of these string stretches every single day when I change strings on my guitar, and it makes a huge difference. My guitars, as soon as I change my strings, no longer go out of tune. They lock dead on, and they're already comfortable and stretched out. I don't have to do that by playing my guitar immediately. So I have to change my strings in the middle of a studio session for 5 minutes, no problem. Throw that string stretcher on it, retune it, strings are good to go. And you can start playing immediately on fresh strings and enjoy them the way you should. Invest in one of those string stretchers. You can get them on Amazon or you can buy them directly from the manufacturer. I think they're a really great product. Number 3 on our holiday gift guide is Dunlop 65 Guitar Polish and Cleaner. And all the guitar playing that we all do every day can make a guitar get super dirty. Getting your loved ones a superior cleaner so they can properly take care of their instrument and get through the grime is a really great gift. I recommend Dunlop 65 Polish and Cleaner. It's safe for any type of guitar finish, including nitrocellulose lacquer finishes, which can sometimes get ruined by certain cleaners on the market. I just spray a little bit of this on a microfiber cloth or on an old t-shirt I've cut up, wipe away all the sweat, grime, and old fingerprints and Cheeto prints on your guitar. And remember, a little bit of this Dunlop 65 goes a long way, but your guitar will look brand new in the process. Get some, check it out. Guarantee you'll love it. So, number 4, give the gift of setups. This is definitely a gift you have not thought of when you're thinking of the guitar player in your life, but it will make a huge difference in your loved one's guitar tone. Give them the gift of a professional guitar setup. Guitars are finicky beasts, and the more we play them, the more they touch them, the vibration from the string will cause the action to lower and get more and more unplayable. They also react to changes in temperature, and right around now in Dallas, Texas, we're starting to get cold for winter for the first time. Your string height, your tuning, all these things can change. So I recommend coming in to the Texas Guitar Workshop here in Dallas, Texas, and getting your guitar set up by the great Kenny Kranzow. It will make a huge difference in your guitar tone. Setups are about $50 a guitar, more if your guitar has a Floyd Rose bridge. But this will really show your loved one you care, because when you get a guitar properly set up, it plays like butter and it sounds amazing. So spend that $50 on your loved one's guitar and it will really get them to play guitar even more, which, hey, that seems to be the best gift of all time. So number 5 on the holiday wish list, upgrade your cable game. I love to harp on everybody and almost as much media as I put out that getting high quality audio cables to move your original electrical signal effectively from your guitar to your amplifier is the most important thing you can invest in as a guitarist. Most players will spend a ton of money on guitars, different amplifiers, all kinds of boutique pedals, things that cost lots of money, but then buy really crappy cables from Guitar Center to hook it all up, which defeats the purpose of buying anything nice in the first place. These crappy cables kill your guitar tone. So let's end bad tone and get yourself some proper cables. As I've said before, you should really check out Matt Tapp in Austin, Texas with Sabre cables. Upgrading to high quality Sabre cables will give you more bass out of your guitar sound, improve your treble response, remove all unwanted injected noise from your guitar tone, as well as give you a little bit faster response from the guitar to the amp. It's one of the most important things you can invest in as a guitar player, and depending on your budget, if you have a big pedal board and you want to go between multiple amps and everything, you might be looking at $250 for the full rig. If you're a guy that likes to just plug straight into a guitar, hey, a 20-foot instrument cable is about $40. So hey, you want to give someone a great cable as a gift, I recommend Matt Tapp and Sabre cables. Number 6 on our list, the perfect leather strap. Make your guitar look as good as it sounds with a custom leather strap from Christian Brooks here in Dallas, Texas. Christian Brooks is a very close family friend of mine, and he was close childhood friends with Stevie Ray Vaughan. He lived down the street from him when he was growing up. Christian made Stevie's original #1 SRV guitar strap that he wore for years until his untimely passing. Christian's also made straps for everybody from B.B. King, Buddy Guy, John Mayer, Billy Gibbons, Kenny Wayne Shepherd. The list goes on and on. He's a fantastic leathersmith, and he can make you your guitar strap custom fit to you and look exactly the way you want it. Call him up. What I like about his leather straps is they never wear out. They start to wear out to your wear pattern of your shoulder, of how you sit the guitar on with them, and they get more comfortable as they age. They're meant to last a lifetime. Pieces start at $150 and can go up from there depending on the material and type of leather used in your strap. The best part is once he measures them to you, they fit perfectly. You never have to adjust your strap. Just hook them on with some strap locks and hey, you're in business. So look, if you want to really make a statement to your loved one, get them a handmade Christian Brooks leather guitar strap. Now to point number 7, and this kind of goes hand in hand if you're getting a strap for your loved one, get them some strap locks. What I hate seeing when people get a new strap is the guitar falling out of the strap and hitting the ground because they trusted the leather to hold the button on the instrument in place. What you want to invest in is a pair of Schaller strap locks. Do not pick up the Dunlop ones. Dunlop ones have a little button that if you accidentally hit it, your guitar will just fall right off the strap and hit the ground. How do I know this? Stevie Ray Vaughan did this while opening for the Rolling Stones in 1982 when he was playing in New York City. Accidentally hit the button, his favorite, most prized guitar went wham, hit the ground, and he freaked the hell out. Don't do that. Avoid yourself the trouble. buy a set of shallower strap locks because there is a little pin that you have to pull out to physically remove the strap off the guitar. Otherwise, the strap stays 100% locked on. That's what I recommend for all my students, and I use shallower strap locks as well, so I recommend you guys check those out. So number 8, and maybe one of the coolest gifts on this list, the pocket drummer. Give your loved one the gift of playing their music in time. Check out an app from the Google Play Store called Drum Beats Plus. It's the ultimate drum machine application for both iPhone and Android on the market. The program has literally hundreds of different drum beats on tap that you can tap to tempo with your phone and then stream from Bluetooth to any Bluetooth speaker in your home. Great for practicing, great for developing your time. And the best part, this app only costs about $5 with each additional upgrade being only $1. So for probably about $10, you can have the full suite of drum beats on this app and you can play just along to just about anything. This app starts at $5 in the App Store. I think it's a total steal. Go check it out. So number 9 on our list, if you are into getting new books for Christmas and you want some reading material on guitars, I really recommend checking out a book called Fender, The Golden Age. 1946 to 1970 by Kelly, Foster, and Kelly. It's the most definitive book on the Fender classic era of vintage guitars. It's one of those reference books that I use when I'm dating vintage guitars and I'm trying to educate myself on what were some of these different instruments like back in the day in terms of finishes, in terms of what the frets were, in terms of the dimensions of the neck, in terms of weight, in terms of how the pickups were constructed. This is a really great book. And it's great for electric guitar lovers. The author delves into all things Fender, including Leo Fender's start in radio in the mid-40s, to the development of the Fender Telecaster, the very first ever solid body electric guitar, to the release of the Fender Stratocaster, which I would argue is the most important electric guitar design of the last 60 years. This book is really a treasure trove of information for the guitar lover in your life. They should really get a great education from the book, and it's great to date pieces and know what you're looking at if you want to start looking at and hunting vintage guitars on things like Reverb or eBay. So number 10, my pick for the guitar album of the year. It was almost a tie this year, but you know what? I gotta give props to Gary Clark Jr. with his new record. Gary's new record, This Land. You can buy the album in store or buy it on vinyl at your record store, or you can stream it on Apple Music or Spotify. It's my favorite guitar record this year. Gary's playing is out of control. Check out tracks like This Land, What About Us, and Pearl Cadillac. His guitar tone is absolutely amazing, and it's worth a listen for everybody trying to get a handle on what does a modern take on bluesy playing sound like. If you really want to go support Gary, I recommend buying it directly through his website where you have options to get both the vinyl and the CD, and maybe a t-shirt bundle as well. Makes a great gift for any guitar lover out there. And my holiday pedal pick of the year for my final thing on the holiday list is the Durham Electronics Sex Drive. This is my absolute favorite pedal I've ever owned, and I'm so happy I can introduce it to some of you for the first time. It's a little clean boost that Alan makes from his company Durham Electronics in Austin, Texas. I've used mine as long as I've gotten it, for about 10 years now, and this is a pedal that's really made for players who want to plug straight into just one thing and then go directly into their amplifier without changing really any of your amp's overall tone. It'll give you a little tighter low end when you go through the pedal. It has a beautiful buffer in it, so you have no signal loss when you're running a longer cable. It also has a compressor built right in. Now, this compressor built into the pedal is not at all like a Nashville-style compression. It's a lot more like an LA two-way that you would use in a recording studio when you're doing vocals or something. And it sounds heavenly on all guitar types and on all amps. I normally use it on the soft compression setting with a little bit of gain and the level knob. The tone knob on the pedal works really more like presence, more so than a traditional tone knob. So I think it's really usable when recording or when playing gigs. I think it'll really, and you won't lose any of your guitar tone either. That was my holiday picks for the year, guys. I hope all of you have a wonderful holiday season, no matter what you celebrate. Give the guitar player in your life a wonderful gift, and I promise they will be very, very happy. Later, guys.